Welcome to Business Morning on Union Television. I am Onyinye Ezlofo, and today we're going to continue our conversation on how to build a premium brand. We have earlier established that anything you can charge premium for is something you have specialized on, and within the business ecosystem, it is a competition of not businesses but value chain. What are you doing differently? What is the value you are bringing? What is unique about your brand or your business? For you who want to build a premium brand, you have understood that you need a premium product first, and we've evaluated the different things you need to put into consideration when you are creating a premium product. We talked about you filling in the gap, we talked about you meeting present demand and also projections for the future. But today we are going to be talking about where you can find your customers, because it is one thing to design a product, and it is important that you take this product to the right persons using the right approach. We'll be going on a short break now, and when we come back from this break, we'll be delving deep into the topic. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning. We're still discussing how to build a premium brand. And then we said that for every product, there should be a buyer or a consumer or a customer. But then you should be ready to take on the responsibilities that comes with designing a premium product. First off, a premium product is not for everybody, and it is something that you have to stand by. Otherwise, people will begin to abuse this thing you have put in so much effort to build. Like it is said, when the value of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So how do you find the ideal market for your product? When you've invested so much, it doesn't just end there. You have to do it to the end. That is finding the real people, and you need to invest in getting the right people. So what I want you to know first off is you don't use promotions and freebies in selling a premium product. So there is this woman who owns a luxury brand for kids wear. She sells children's clothes, variety, and it's uniform, irrespective of gender. She has you covered. So people go to patronize her, and wearing clothes from her store, it's really a big deal for a lot of parents. Now, there are parents who can afford her, and then there are parents who would afford her. It's one thing that you can afford this thing without thinking twice. It's another thing that you would afford this thing, but then you have to plan for it. And there are people who would have to stretch themselves before they are able to purchase from her stores. So in a meeting where she was present, someone stood up and said, why is it that your products are too expensive? I mean, they are children's clothes. Children's clothes shouldn't be that expensive, but your products are very expensive, and it's now making it impossible for many of us. Note the word many of us. And then this woman smiled and answered, well, my products are not so expensive. They are not just for everybody. And that is what a premium brand is. A premium brand is not for everybody. If you cannot afford it, it's okay. Patronize the brands you can afford. There are a lot of children's wear brands that you can afford, but for my brand, in our price, we have people it suits, and these people are not complaining. So if you are building a premium brand, focus on your ideal customers. Look for them. Don't be that person who is here and who is there. How do I sell this thing? How do I sell? And then you just took in all the effort. You've made a lot of commitment. You've tried your best. You've committed so much resources in building this business. And then you wake up and say, oh, buy one, get one free. The moment you begin to buy one and get one free, you're losing value. And then another interesting thing is that when you're selling a premium product, there is a target audience. Now, when you're selling to someone who needs this product, you're not necessarily offering them discounts and promos, because by offering them discounts and promo, you're actually selling what they do not want to buy, and you're leaving money on the table. Because if I want to buy these products and it's premium, it's a luxury brand, I am the person who need it, and I would pay for it because I know it will cost me. I am not thinking, oh, this is premium, it's affordable. No, It's not about the affordability, it's about luxury. It's a timeless piece. Is aesthetic. So people should know what they are buying. Or you say it's convenient, it's affordable, it's cheap. Mm-mm. No, premium brands aren't cheap. They are luxury, and luxury is not for everyone. So if you can afford luxury, then you should go for it. And that is what that woman made the people in that room understand. I am not for everybody. And I own it. Now, this is something that calls for a lot of criticism. Some persons will begin to say, oh, what is even in this brand? The hemming of their clothes are not good. Their clothes are not durable. They are unnecessarily expensive. She doesn't care so much about your review. She only has a problem if you've bought it once, twice, and you have that feedback. But if you haven't bought it before and you have all of this to say, it's not for you. The real people she's selling to don't have a problem with all of that. That means she's doing her best and she's doing the real work, because for you to have that kind of a tag, you should know what you commit. You commit a lot in ensuring that everything is seamless. You are not selling to the average person. You are not selling to the common man. You are selling to kings. So when you come before royalty, you should be prepared. They don't have to see errors in what you do. Excellence is your watchword. So if you are that person who has designed a very great product and you think the best way to sell it is by running promos, that moment you give a discount on your product because you want the person you think is your ideal market to buy, you have automatically reduced the price and the quality and the respect for your product by 10%. Because when next this person comes and the person is considering buying from you, what they are thinking is, if it's something that can be bargained over, is it really premium like they claim it is? Because money should not be the problem when it's premium. The problem is tastes and interest. Do I like it? If you're giving me a discount, oh, buy this, I'm giving you a discount of this percent, you're selling what I don't like. Because if I don't like it, no matter the pressure, I won't buy it. And if I eventually buy it, you lost money. But if it's premium, I say it, I would buy it. I don't have to think twice. There are some brands that you just think of and you see their products. It's either you add to cart or you walk past, because there is no room for negotiation. And there are places you even walk into, and the moment you begin to negotiate, they look at you like someone who just walked into the wrong place and everybody's turning. Okay, is there any problem? Or did this person miss the road? This is not that place. You can just check the store down the road, not here, because they already know what they sell. So I give you an example. One time in Port Harcourt, River State, we went for a picnic, and then there's this new spot. Of course, Port Harcourt has its staple food, and that is bole and fish. So we got there, and then we were going to eat bole in one beautiful place. That place, that is what it is known for. So the moment we get there, and then everybody is just queuing, and there are different stands for bole. So you pick this, and they tell you the price. You pick this, they prepare it, and you're served. So we went there the first time after the picnic. The next time we went there again, I and my friends. And then one time we got there with this extra friend, and so we came in. We went to pick the bole like everyone who comes there would usually do. And my friend began to bargain. Like, so what's the price of this? How about you sell this and this? With the first woman, she just looked, and then she looked away. She started serving other people, because that automatically meant not here. We don't do this here. So we moved. Of course, it was strange. I mean, this is not what you do in this place. The moment we got to someone and then she bargained, it worked. Our value for that place dropped instantly. Because going out to say, do you know we bargained for bole in this location was absurd. People were like, whoa, I don't think you did that. But then we did. We'll be going on a short break now. And when we come back from this break, we'll continue on this subject. Stay with us. welcome back to Business Morning on Union Television. We're still discussing building a premium brand. And like I was saying, my friend went to buy this bole and we were bargaining. And after it worked, the next time we came there, of course, we just felt like if you're serious with your bargain, it will work. And they lost that value of premium. It doesn't matter whether you would say yes or not. I mean, we didn't even buy from that particular person we bought from for the first time. We went to someone else with much pressure. The person had to give in. That is to say, the first event made us understand that it is possible. So these people are not necessarily what we thought they were. Because there are some places where you go into, you cannot bargain. But for the fact that it worked in this place, that means it will take time, but it can work for other people too. And they just lost the words. We were eating and laughing. Oh, really? So people can even bargain. So why is it that people don't bargain? We started even questioning their standards and questioning almost everything there. Oh, this thing is not even nice. It stopped being as nice as it used to be the moment we got discount on it. And this brings me to the second point. The second point is interesting because it's something that happens right from my childhood, and I believe it's something other people can relate to, even you. So when children see aeroplane, they admire it. And then in some local communities, they begin to look up aeroplane, aeroplane, aeroplane. You keep seeing a person. So as I was going for an event, I saw this woman and her child. And the aeroplane just passed not too far because it is somewhere around the airport. So it's close to landing. So when the aeroplane passed, the son said, "Mom, buy me an aeroplane." I mean, children believe their parents can get them anything they want to have. And the mom said, "Okay." So the son asked, "When are you going to buy it?" The mom said, "You're seeing cars passing. You did not ask me to buy you a car. You're asking me to buy you an aeroplane. Do I know where they sell it?" And for a moment, I just thought, where exactly do they sell aeroplanes? Because I've not seen an ad before saying you can buy aeroplane. I don't know if you've seen that before, but I haven't. There is no commercial where you see, "Oh, airplane, the price is now XYZ. I haven't seen that before. So where do they sell airplanes? Because people own private jets. People own airplanes. Businesses have airplanes. Where do they buy it? Where do they get it? How does it work? Where does the sale take place? And that is what we mean when we say premium. Because it's not for everyone. You cannot see billboards in the marketplace with an image of an aeroplane because the people you are showing this thing to have nothing but admiration power. They do not have the buying power. So you can't say it. People who buy aeroplanes are invited for a show and then they showcase the new aeroplane, the new brand they want to sell. And you cannot get invited. I mean, I haven't gotten an email inviting me for the show though, the air show, and I don't know how many times you've gotten. Hopefully, I would get soon, but not now. But then, before I get the invitation, they would keep selling aeroplanes. So it's a question of how do you get in? Because this invitation is not for everyone. Some people don't even know how this transaction happens. So they cannot just send you a random invitation or add you to their email list to tell you there is an air show or you can come and buy this aeroplane. No, it's not possible. It's for people within a particular status. It's for people within a particular social class. They are not just coming there to showcase and entertain people. They are coming there to show you what this is made of. So you see the speed, you know everything that is connected to it. And when you're impressed, it's just about you signing the check. Because if they should gather about 1,000 persons for an air show, 10 persons should be able to buy. If the other people don't buy, it's probably because they are not interested in buying, not because money is the problem. So that is how they sell this product. They are not going to be selling it as, "Oh, we are releasing a new brand of an airplane, and if you're the first person to buy it, you have like 20% discount, or you have 50% discount, or you can buy one and get one free. Really? You buy one airplane and you get another one free? Nobody does bug for that kind of a product because they commit a lot of things to it. The maintenance is a lot, keeping it, servicing it, using it. It's not for you to even hire a pilot, to have a pilot drive you. It's a whole lot. So it's not for everyone. That is, it's exclusive for a particular class, and that is what premium is. I understand the value I am giving for this product. So I am not just giving it to you. I am not saying my product is a flex. My product is what you can admire if you don't have the power to buy it. But to make me decide to change it to become what it is not is what I cannot do for you. And nobody has complained about that because I haven't heard anyone say they don't sell aeroplanes by the roadside. It's just easy for people to say, oh, what's an aeroplane that I cannot buy? It's just I haven't seen where they sell it. If you see where they sell it, can you buy it? It's not the same thing as walking into probably a car park, and then you're now looking at different car brands and you want to pick what you can buy. It's not like that. They know how much it costs them to produce one. So when they showcase, they have a number they would showcase. When they showcase, they are showing it to people who have the capacity to buy. Because if you already have an airplane you're using, you are most likely going to buy another one, depending on how long you've been using the one you have and what you're looking out for. You're looking out for speed, you're looking out for luxury, you're looking out for other things. There are different things that would be advertised in the plane you're going to be seeing during the air show. So you know that this one I have is something I need to upgrade. And then boom, you move. So when this mother told her son that you didn't even say a car that I see around, you're going for an aeroplane that I don't know where they sell them, she's right, because she does not have the capacity to buy it. And even if you have the capacity to buy it, it is until they vet the capacity you think you have that you can have access to the air show. We're going on a short break now, and when we come back from this break, we'll still be discussing more about selling premium products and finding your ideal customers. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning. We're still discussing how to build a premium brand. And yes, we've talked about your product and the value you're bringing. Like we said, you do not use promos to sell a premium product because people get to lose value for what they think is too affordable. If you call it premium, then it should be premium. Just like the mother who said she doesn't know where aeroplane is being sold, but she can afford to buy her son a car. That is what your brand should also look like. People should know that they can afford you and know when they can't afford you. And if they cannot afford you, don't lose your value. Don't limit yourself. Don't box yourself. And don't want to come down to their standard. I mean, remember you committed a lot. You invested so much in building this product. So don't, because a particular audience that doesn't even make up your ideal audience cannot afford you, compromise your standard. The next thing we're looking at is strategic partnership. So if you have a premium brand, it's premium. And something that drives premium a lot is scarcity. You know, when people know that they can buy this thing, they would see it today and walk past. Tomorrow, they come back, they see it, they walk past. Another day, they come back, they see it, they walk past. When they now feel like they'll come to buy it. But have you noticed that there are some products that the moment you walk into a store and you accidentally see it on the shelf, whether or not it is part of your list, you're picking it because you don't know when next you will see it. That is what a premium product will make you do. You don't know when next you're going to see it. So once you see it, you buy it. And sometimes when it's out of stock, it is usually difficult to restock. So they let you know you're making just this amount, and once it's out of stock, it's out of stock. So if you have those premium products that you want to sell, you're looking for the market for your premium product, and you know we already talked about the value of your product, and you're not compromising on your value and your quality, and you're not driving it with promo. The next thing we also talked about advertising to the right people, right? And then now we're talking about strategic partnership. There are different ways of partnering to sell premium products. You can partner with individuals, you can partner with influencers, you can partner with the people that use your product. But it's really great if you partner in design. And what do I mean by that? Probably you're a cosmetic brand and then you have this lipstick. So you go to meet someone to partner with, let's say an influencer that you want to partner with, and then they are telling you, oh, we're partnering with this, we're partnering with you on this course, and we're partnering with you on this course. Or you're partnering with a store, a superstore, and this product of yours is of good quality. But because you understand that it is premium and you want to partner in design, you now decide to say, okay, this product, I am going to design it exclusively for this store. So this product is for you, this store. Now, this design is making this person you're partnering with feel included. There is this partnership zeal that is going to be pumped in that person because they don't see it as a product that is not theirs. They don't see it as a product they are selling for another brand. They see it as a product designed for me. They see it as their product, so they can sell it. They'll be happy to sell it because it's designed for us. It's customized for us. So when you're now selling and then you say, because it is for you, we are making only 100, only 100. And when this 100 is exhausted, we are done. So you customize it for them if you want to use their image, if you want to use their ambassador, anyhow you want to do it. And then what do? You give them a percentage. So sell it as if it's your own. This is your percentage in the business. So you sell one, this is what you get. For each one you sell, this is what you get. And then they start selling. And people get to buy it. And people are buying it as if they are buying their own product, not your product now. And when it's over, you understand that this partnership has ended. And then you've settled with your partners and you're moving on. Now, it's not something that somebody will come back to say, oh, I want to buy this particular product again. It has finished. We don't have it. Now, what can you do? Because you sell premium products. Let's say you have these sticky lip gloss X1 and you partnered with this store to sell it. And that's the premium lip gloss because people loved it and it's so nice. And you're coming back and you have glossy X2. You don't have sticky X1 again because its premium is gone. Now, people who bought the first one would buy the second one because the first one was durable, it was great, they had a very good experience using it, and they loved it. So when they are seeing another product from you, it might be the same thing, just slight difference, and you've rebranded it. You sell premium, you don't sell the regular. So you can now decide that glossy, probably the glossy lip gloss, you can have glossy by house store this, glossy X by house store B, glossy D by house store E. Now different brands have this first product of yours, and then you have a different product. It can be the same, just a slight different, and then you put it out. You're selling. It's premium. It's out of stock. If you don't want to restock, you're not restocking. And then peradventure, you want to now come back. People with anticipation because, oh, these people, their product is always nice, it's cheap. People don't look at their pockets. They don't have to count every penny in their pocket. before they buy from you. And if you're selling in bits, you understand that you don't have to go and open a store to be putting out your product. You're now partnering with these stores, so your product is on their counters and different locations. If you want to partner across countries, it's possible. It's easy for you to do that. Look for that brand that is already in existence so that you don't have to spend so much to execute, so that you don't have to spend so much to sell. You look for that brand, you push your items to them, you design and customize it in their name, and they sell your premium product as their product, and you are selling because you are connecting with your customers. So you can tell them, oh, go to Glossy by X in this, go to Glossy by Pink in this, go to Glossy by Z in this. And this is what premium is, because when it's exhausted, there is scarcity and people look forward to the next edition. At this point, we're going into the marketplace to interact with market people and know how it has been managing their brands, and if they would want to pivot, how can they build a premium brand out of what they already have. So come with me.
This is Marketplace Synergy, a segment of Business Morning where we interact with market people to learn about their businesses, their challenges, and their success stories. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
So, how's business going?
Also, we thank God.
You're in the fashion industry, and we have almost every morning we have a new fashion designer. So, what do you think about the fashion industry now?
Well, it's a very free world. Everyone, as long as you have the desire, you can go into whatever it is your heart desire. So yes, if we have many people going into the fashion industry today because they desire so yeah.
So, so what do you think about getting your customers, considering the fact that there is a stiff competition?
Well, in the fashion industry, for those that actually know what they are doing, it's not you can't monopolize fashion designing as a business. We all have our areas of specialty, and what you're good in as a fashion designer might be something someone else doesn't do. So, and if you're known for that particular thing you do, definitely you'll have your customers. So it's a very free world. What you just have to do is just be good in whatever area you decide to specialize in fashion. There are so many angles to fashion. It's not just cutting and sewing. So the next fashion designer might not even be doing what I'm doing. There are many shops open. They don't even cut. They don't even sew there. But what you see in their shops are actually sewn by people to bring it in. So it could be that could be what the next person by my side is doing. Well, to you all, it's a fashion designer's house. So yeah, it's a free world. Everybody can just do what they desire to do.
So that's wonderful. So now that you know that, okay, there are people who have this area of specialty, and then there are people who do things differently. What about people who, when customers come to say, okay, I want to make this dress, you're making this dress for this dress, why is your price too expensive? This other person is making exactly the same thing and it's cheaper.
We all source for our materials differently, and we stay on the value we had added to ourselves. Yes, when you're sure of what you are doing, the quality of what you're producing, I could use a lining that is almost as expensive as the fabric you have brought, and someone else is using a lining that's not even close to. But this, you come and tell me the other person is charging lesser. Of course, the person will charge lesser. The material I use for you determines what I will charge you. I have different customers depending on what their capacity can carry. But I'll just make sure I explain it to you in case you bump into someone who has made a dress in my hands and you discover that they are the same person actually made the dress, but different materials were used. So I'll take my time to explain to you why I will have to charge you this amount if I have to do this use this kind of material for you, and while your price could be cheaper if I use something less expensive for you. So that's just it.
That's great. So, what can you say to someone who wants to go into business?
Any business or fashion business, well, any business. Number one, be determined. Determination is actually one. I think the basic thing. I want to be someone like this. Okay, what you want to be, then you work towards it. Whatever it is that you are desiring, and it needs you to have, if no matter how little the education, get it.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sister.
How's business going today?
We bless God.
So, I see you're into furniture business. Do you make furnitures yourself?
No, I do buy.
So, why did you decide to go into this business?
I feel I like it. At least it's something that makes people comfortable home. So, yeah,
How long have you been in this business?
not long, maybe quite 4 months, 4 5 months ago.
Awesome. That's nice. So, what do you think about people buying Nigerian furnitures and then imported furnitures too? Because there are two different things in the market. So, which one do you think is easier to sell, or which one are people more attracted to?
Uh, it's vice versa, So I think that people who has money, they are attracted more with foreign things. But we Nigerians, we are managing. So when we see Nigerian products that is affordable, so we go for it. Not just because we like it, but because we can't afford it. So we go for what we can afford. So that's it.
Awesome. So, what do you do when people probably come to your store to say, "Oh, this furniture is expensive," knowing the way the times we are now, or these furnitures are expensive? Someone else sells this cheaper, or I can get it cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah, if someone say that it's expensive, I myself, I know how much I buy it. If I buy like 10 naira, I may want to sell 15 naira with my transport and everything. But I know that the price that I'm giving to the person, if he moves around and he really wants to buy, he will surely come back to me.
This business wasn't established by me. I'm just the manager of this place. So I don't know what make the owners to open the business at the first place. But by I looking, the business is going on well, and it's also natural because here we don't do things, we don't add any preservative or any other thing. Just your fruits, your smoothie, everything.
So, if you're to speak to somebody and then you're advising the person to choose natural food over processed food, why do you think the person should consider it?
The first thing is that assuming you are taking soda, you know, those ones have already preservative inside. But this one is just your fruits. If you don't want to consume it like that, you can blend it or you can juice it without adding any preservative, just only for you to put it inside freezer. That is all you need. And fruits are good in the body. It will maintain your scale and also give you some things that your body requires.
Awesome. So, what do you think about having a premium brand that you know the kind of people you need? Because this products that you sell is not for everybody. It's not everybody that would want to choose soda over processed fruits, and some of them want to think that yours is going to be more expensive.
Yeah, it will be expensive, but this fruit is meant for everybody. But the issue there is money, because some people now might be able to take it, but they don't have the money to buy it. You understand? So, assuming that the country will just make everything at a low price, you can see many people will be able to buy it and also be willing to have it.
So, what do you have to say to people who want to go into business?
People that want to establish business. In this country now, everything is very hard. Um, my point of view, if you want to enter into business, you need to think twice because this country itself is not smiling. So you just know what that you can buy and also sell out immediately, that will not tie down your money, because that is, you cannot just open a boutique now that everybody is still hungry and you want someone to come and buy from you. So you need to look for a business that can be going out and coming in.
And that will be all on Marketplace Synergy today.
Welcome back from the marketplace. It's really been a long and interesting work, but I am really excited that you've learned a lot from the market people, coupled with what we have discussed. And yes, your business and your brand is about to take a different shift, and I can't wait to see you at the top. Thank you for joining me today on Business Morning. For more interesting and educating content, follow us across all our social media pages. And yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Oninia Slofo as always, and until I see you again, keep watching Business Morning on Union Television.